Hi you guys, I'm sorry for my presentation here, but I don't have much time, no pun intended. So I'm just going to get this out here really quick. So I'm looking at the Lord's Prayer real quick in the word time. And I looked at this, it says, Our Father who art in heaven, and sorry about my handwriting, I've unplugged my computer. So Our Father who art in heaven. Breaking this up and knowing everything I know about how they are so fixated on time, I'm looking at this as our Father, like as in time, our Father, as in Father time, who art in heaven, can be looked at anon hath waver, and anon means soon or shortly, and waver is the action or an act waiving or relinquishing voluntarily a right, claim, privilege. So giving up a right voluntarily. So give up a right. So Father Time hath soon shortly give up a right. And the word time, it says to part, divide up. I come up with the Father divide up soon hath give up right. And also looking at the word time, see how they show the 20 minutes? T is the English alphabet. The 20th letter of the English alphabet, 20, is T. And it's also the Hebrew for Ta. Remember I mentioned the wall for Ta Hel? Remember that? Remember when I showed Kid drying out? They said that the pirates said that they vowed to blow themselves to hell rather than being hung up by drying. And drying is tying, like a form of drying a hide. Also, real quickly, looking at T, territorial, target. And I was looking at Ta in chemistry, tantalum. Just super quick looking at that word, T ant alum, and alum is either alumni or aluminum, but I got into this in our last thing with the ants. The ants go marching one by one. But also T is in chemistry is triple bond. And this will eventually take us to Sweden, and I don't want to get into that right now, but remember that logo in that last video I showed with the Q and the E with the guy who was talking about giving the shots, the D-Day. I had to fix my spelling, but so Father divide up soon hath give up right. So hallowed be thy name. Hallowed be thy name. So our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And hallowed is exhausted. So exhausted they be, amen, because name and amen are the same thing. Exhausted they be, which we're being exhausted and stressed. And hallowed be thy name can also be NWO, may bleed health, which we all know what NWO means. So I went back to look at time, and it's to divide up. They mentioned the 20 minutes, and look at that baking time, which is interesting. But the 20 minutes and 20 has lots of significance with the Gematria. They talk about the clock, and then you see the number 546 right in the middle there. The time of the accident was 5:46 p.m. So in Gematria, 546 equals quarantine. They also talk about March 12, 1949. When we reduce March 12, 1949, it equals 335. And when I looked at 335 in Gematrix.org, it was the first number that came up was Emmanuel. So it ends up looking like M, mine, you all. And I've gone over the M, and M equals enumeration. That means counting and adding up everything, keeping and listing everything. That's what these psychopaths want to do. Track, trace, target everybody. So M, mine, you all is Emmanuel. It also says often a period of history or of histories of a region with reference to a famous person living them, as in Lincoln's time. Lincoln's time, Ilkan might. And might is base, or to cut off. See that? Cut off. Any of a number of tiny arachnids, like ants. Ants are arachnids. And might down here, a very small sum of money or contribution. Interesting that miter right below a belt fillet, like as in fillet of fish. And also with T, I'm just underlining it kind of, T, whoops, sorry, telephone, see that? Telephone, temperature, target. So also going back to look at ant, the cutter off. Any of a group of black or red insects, generally wingless, that live in colonies, but ant, to cut off. And it's kind of funny that anon and ant are so close together. There's anon, there's ant. And looking at army ant, and right above it, Army Air Forces. But army ant, any of a number of ants that travel in groups searching for food. Foraging ants. Go down to Army Corps, and it's here down second, third line, by a lieutenant general. Lieutenant. That lieutenant could be lie to an ant. Whoops, sorry. Lie to an ant. A little bit more on time. Look right above the pen. A term of apprenticeship. Remember the apprentice? A term of imprisonment is right by it. Apprenticeship and imprisonment. Time is almost over. Number 3 here says the usual natural tradition or appointed moment for something to happen, begin or end. And remember when I showed the Sulpicians yesterday, and it talked about like the routine or a traditional way that something's supposed to happen, that they follow to a T. And if you just look at the attention that they give to the word time, it goes to the next page, you'll see how important this word is to them. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for time for today. I just wanted to give you that quick run over, but look at, they've got their little time thing. This is in the Pirates book from Time Life's book. I need to add this too. The word art is to join, fit together, but look at art. It says the human ability to make things, creativity, skill. So the human ability to make things. So our Father who art in heaven, just want to think about that. Just looking at this, so you could say, our Father who art in heaven is our Father, and the anagram for who art in heaven is anon hath waver. So our Father soon had to give up our rights to Father Time, created by man, has stole our rights, because art is a man-made creation. And hallowed be thy name. Well, hallowed is exhausted. They be, amen, is the anagram for be thy name. And the whole anagram can be looked at as NWO, may bleed health. I'll see you guys later.